The three angels come to tell Avram the message. Next year at this time, Sarah will have a baby. Vatisachak Sarah bekirba, Sarah laughed inside. The Sforno explains why is it that Sarah laughed. It wasn't that she doubted that Hashem could do it. She doubted these people were messengers of Hashem in that sense. She looked at these three people and said, maybe they're on the level of a Navi. Maybe they're prophets. But I'm an old woman. For me to now have a child would be the equivalent of Tchias HaMesim, resurrection of the dead. Their bracha, which she viewed what they were giving her, couldn't possibly accomplish it. Maybe they have the power of Elisha, maybe they have the power of a Navi, but what I need for an old woman to have a child requires something much greater. Explains as Sfuna Sarah knew there were only two things in the world that could bring about what she needed. Either Hashem's direct intervention or a Tefilah, a prayer that finds favor in Hashem's eyes. These people, maybe they're Nevi'im, maybe they're prophets, maybe they can give me a bracha on the level of Elisha, but no more than that. Therefore Sarah laughed because she didn't believe that these people had more power than that. She didn't recognize them as messengers of Hashem. And I believe this Sforno brings a point out that's quite interesting. Elisha approached this widow and said to her, bring vessels, borrow from all of your neighbors, bring empty vessels, fill up the house with vessels, bring a little bit of oil, and says Elisha, close the door and now start pouring. And this poor woman began pouring from a little bit of oil, and it kept filling and filling and filling all the vessels until every single vessel was filled, and then Elisha said, stop. That's the power of a Navi to bring a miracle, and that's what Sarah viewed these three men of being capable of. But she needed much more. She needed Tchias HaMesim. She needed resurrection of the dead. What could bring that about? Only Hashem's direct intervention or a Tefilah, a prayer that finds favor in Hashem's eyes. And what the Sforno is telling us is a fundamental concept. More powerful than a Navi is a Tefilah that finds favor in Hashem's eyes. Elisha couldn't do that which Sarah Imenu needed. The only thing that could do that is asking Hashem, and a Tefilah that finds favor in Hashem's eyes is so powerful that it could do the equivalent of Tchias HaMesim, resurrection of the dead. That's the power of Tefilah. That's the power of prayer. And if we understood that, I believe we daven differently. People look for brachas, they go to tzaddikim, they ask for various skulas. If we understood the simple power of asking Hashem, of turning to Hashem and saying, please, of the power of Tefilah, we would daven and daven with a tremendous outpouring of emotion. Tefilah is powerful. Tefilah can move mountains. Tefilah can do that which even a Navi can't do. It could bring about something as powerful as Tchias HaMesim. We need to understand that and focus on the power of our prayer.